How's it going, guys? Brad here, and welcome to the second season of the DC United Rebuild. So we've made it to the next season. We have our friendly tournament, and the team's looking the same. The overalls have changed. I'm still debating on if I should sell Iniesta. I can still get money for him, or just use him until he gets to below the rating of Flores. Not quite sure. It feels kind of like disrespectful to just straight up just sell him now after using him for a season. At the same time, he's 37. Kind of want to move him on and get some of these younger guys in. But at the same time, he's not even a designated player, so it's not hurting the team too much, him being in there. But I think he's going to be a 74 here soon, probably, I'd say. So we have two players that have left the club, Alfaro and Perez. That clears up our team a little bit. So we are getting a transfer offer for Heinz Ike, and it's actually well over his value. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and accept this, and we'll keep Birnbaum there as a backup. So Iniesta is an absolute legend. I feel bad just getting rid of him after the first season. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep Iniesta on for now. And I am going to sell Edison Flores, and then I'm going to bring somebody in a little younger, around a 70, maybe higher 60s, to then replace Iniesta whenever Iniesta starts getting into the lower 70s. So, looking at our team, as you can see, we have two players right there that are just on the border of needing to be designated players. In 2022, the designated player wage per year is about $615,000. So if you divide that by 52, that is $11,826 a week. So as you can see, both of these players make $11,000, so they don't need to be designated players, they're just normal players. But that cap goes up every few years. I'm not sure what it is in real life. So every year the salary cap goes up in MLS. By 2027 it'll be up by a few million. So I think each season I'm going to put the salary cap up by 100,000. Not the salary cap, but the designated player cap. So it's at 600 and around at 615,000 now. So this season it'll be at 715,000. So that will mean that the cap to not be a designated player will be 13,750K per week. So that doesn't change anything for us. Barini makes over that, but I'm just making that clear now, so it doesn't seem like if I say that rule in the future, it's like cheating. Just saying, because we know the players will increase and keep wanting more money. That's how FIFA works, unless we sell them on. So I'm just gonna increase it by 100,000, which isn't even that much each year. So if Canuce wants a new contract, we don't have to make him a designated player to do so. Just making that clear now so that if that comes into play in the future, it doesn't seem like I'm cheating or something. Just making it a little easier because of the game. And I know we could sell players because of that, but players don't always get offers, So I don't want to end up with 4 designated players on the team, stuck with 4, having to release 1 or something. So, yeah. So 13,750 is the current cap, and that will go up by around the same amount each year, around 2,000 something each year. So we are in the final of the friendly tournament. Let's see if we win this match, and we do. So we should get some prize money from that, and we will. We'll get 424,000 just from that final. We got a few more from the previous games. We don't really need that money. We have 37 mil at the moment. So I think what I might do is, I'm okay with the team we have right now. I think I definitely want to keep Tosin. Barini's already up to a 78. He's doing well for us. And then our other designated player is Karius. So I think what I might do is just look to see if there's any players we can sign that would take below that 13,750K a week cap. And then at the same time, if I find a designated player that I want to sign, I might figure out a way to get him into the club. I know Karius' contract expires in a year, so I might have to offer him a new contract. And it looks like... Oh, so we have Estrada on a 2-year loan, I didn't realize. So It looks like we're going to have him for another year. Robertha might not get much playing time. So I might want to send Robertha out on loan, honestly, or send this guy. I think I definitely want to send this guy on loan. I'm going to put this guy on the loan list. See if there's anybody else to put on the loan list. We'll wait to see what happens. I don't know if I want to loan him out. I might have to loan him out in the summer if I do. And I've had a few players on the loan list, but they're not really getting offers, so that is unfortunate. So we actually are getting a transfer offer for Iniesta from Club Brugge. I'm tempted to accept it. They'll give us up to 5.5 mil possibly. You know what, I might accept this. So after looking at my options for center attack mid, I've scouted some players. I've added some players to the shortlist. And I think I am going to send Iniesta to Club Brugge. I'm going to try to get 5.5 mil for him. So we made it to the 4th hour of transfer deadline day. I don't think Flores is ever going to leave. I got 2 offers for him. I accepted both of them. One of them he declined. The other one I think is just never going to go through. And then whenever the deadline day hits, it's just going to like say the transfer talk's broken down. So I'm thinking I might trade him. So I could use him off the bench. Still bring him off the bench. I might do that, but I also might try to get a trade for him. I might actually bring 2 cams in. I know I have a youth player there, but I might try to bring 2 in. So we're on the last day of transfer deadline day, and these are the deals that we have. I purchased Sonora for 12 mil. He's a 23-year-old. He is American, and he will be a replacement for Iniesta, who he sold for 5 mil. He does not make enough to be a designated player, so that's good. He's not taking up a designated player spot, which we don't have any left. So I was not going to sign anybody who would make more than 715K a year. And then we did manage to sign Estrada from Toluca. So he had 1 more year left on his loan, and we went ahead and signed him for 4 mil. And just so you know, he just made the cut to not be a designated player. He wanted like probably 800,000 a year, and I was able to talk him down to 711,000 a year. Makes like 13K a week, and I gave him like a 35,000 bonus. So that was just below the limit for a non-designated player. And then, as you know, we sold Heinz Ike for 1.4 mil. So sold Adoy Atsum. He was that right back that we didn't really use very much, and he is now left the club. So that are the deals we made for January. As you can see, Flores did not make it out of the club. He is going to stay with us for at least until the summer. So that is fine. He will be a good player to bring off the bench, and he also can play winger. So that's a good option for the bench as well, because we now have 2 wingers on our starting team and our formation. So after the transfer window is closed, about a month later, we have sold Edison Flores. We sold him for 3.35 mil, and we're getting 2.4 mil out of it. But he will not leave the team until the summer transfer window, so he will be playing, coming off the bench until then. So we made it through another 3 months of youth scouting, and I've now sent out my best scout to the United States again, and then the other to Spain, because Rafa Benitez is from Spain, so I just sent the second scout to Spain to see what we can get from there. So I made it to the first actual fixture of the season, and I'm going to go ahead and start simming the season, and then we'll stop at any points we need to, like usual, like last season. I just changed this youth player's position from a CDM to a left mid, and he went up by 13 overall. That is insane. That is insane. So I've made it to the summer transfer window, and I'm getting bad news that Barini has torn his hip flexor, is out for 3 months. So that is the best player on our team being injured. It's like our star player, basically. So, and the replacement we have for him is a 65, and we don't really have a winger on the bench to come on for him. We got players upset because they're not getting enough playing time. Donovan Pines is upset, and he's on international duty, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do for him. So I'm going to have to bring in another winger, I think. We got 29 mil to work with, which is plenty. I mean, Dominguez, we could, you know what? But I do need some. Maybe I'll bring in a youth player. Let's see what we got in the youth academy. The best player we have in the academy is a 61. And we have Joshua Lewis, who's a 59. No wingers up there. What position can our center attack mid we have there? Can he play winger? He basically can. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yao can also play wing. It's alright. We'll work with it for now. So, currently sitting in 10th in the Eastern Conference. We have less points than games at the moment. We got 9 points in 11 games. Not doing too good. I don't know what's wrong with us. And I have way too many strikers. I think I am gonna, I think I'm gonna put one of my strikers on this transfer list. The issue is I want to put Estrada on the transfer list, but I can't because I just bought him. So I'm gonna have to wait till the January transfer window to do that, I'm guessing. So I am seeing that Phil Jones' contract is expiring at the end of the season. I have the opportunity to sign him on a free contract, and I'm tempted to do it. I don't really need to. He's around the same overall as my center backs, but I could move Birnbaum on and bring in Phil Jones, and he is a higher overall than Birnbaum. He is younger than Birnbaum. He is a higher overall than Andy Nahar, but Andy Nahar is younger, and I don't know if Andy Nahar is going to get better, though, so that's the thing. Ross Barkley's contract is also expiring, but it looks like he would want, he probably would want way too much. His wage is $105,000. I might have the same issue with Phil Jones. Although it says I could get $12,000 a week for him, I think that he would probably want closer to his wage for the first contract, so he would be a designated player at first. I don't know if I want to do that. And then the final reveal, this man Robert Lewandowski is available to sign on free contract. He would 100% definitely be a designated player, 100%. So that means if I sign him, I would have to sell one of my designated players by the end of the year. Obviously, it would probably be Tosin, since he is my starting striker. There's no point in keeping him on if I am getting Lewandowski. Now, I would do this, but I also feel like it's very unrealistic for Lewandowski to, as a 90 overall, to come to DC United from Bayern, especially when he's making $230,000 a week there, and he'd be making less here. So what's even the point? He's definitely still starting for Bayern. So, tell you what, I'm just going to pass up on this opportunity for the sake of realism, but it's definitely very tempting. But I'm not going to sign him. If he drops him overall, then maybe I will. But right now, my team is definitely not good enough for Lewandowski to be coming in and joining the squad. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to sign Phil Jones. If he wants under the designated player wages, then he'll come into the team. If not, then we're just not going to sign him because I cannot afford to have another designated player. So it is not happening. We are not getting Phil Jones. He wants way more. He wants to be a designated player. That can't happen because we already have 3, and I'm not looking to get rid of any of them for a center back. So I am getting some bids for Birnbaum. I don't think I even put him on the transfer list. No, I did not. So I think I might accept it. They're offering over what the max I get for him is there. I think I might send him on his way to what is that? I'm not sure where that is. I know this is in Romania. I'll tell you what, I think I'm gonna accept this offer and look for do I need to look for another right back? I could just bring in my young right back that I got that's Argentinian, and hopefully he'll grow to get better. I think I might do that. So I'm going to accept this offer. So he has already been sold. He went to International, and I get 1.3 mil from that. I have 31 mil in the budget. If we were to replace him at this moment in time, I could go for Paul Dummett from Newcastle. I don't know, though. Let's see how the squad looks without him. Well, Pines is back, so that's good. He's back from the World Cup. Let's see. We'll have Alvarez in here. So, honestly, I mean, Alvarez needs some more playtime anyways. He's unhappy with his current playtime. A lot of players are. So I think we're just going to go with that. We're going to just have Alvarez get some more playtime. See how that goes. So I am realizing that one of my goals for the season is to sign a veteran player. So I can go ahead and sign a veteran player. I wonder if it counts if I sign them a pre-contract. I do have the money to just buy a older player, but a lot of these players are on pre-contract. Tell you what, I think I might just sign Asperilla here. He's 30, that should count as a veteran player, I feel like. And I don't really need any players. I don't want to get a player that will replace one of my starters right now. I'm trying to build up my starters at the moment that I have. At the same time, I could replace the guy I have on the left mid. I have to get a player that's willing to take a pay cut, I'm guessing. Smith, he has gotten to a 70. It doesn't help right now that I have Barini out. Honestly, I'm content with my team right now. I'm content until next summer, probably. So, yeah, I'm just going to bring in an older player that won't replace a player who just... Let's see. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm just going to bring in Asperilla. And he's MLS proven. He played for Portland. So, that has sent my rating up. That was one of my goals for the season. Brand exposure, sign a veteran player. So, there you go. We have signed a veteran player. This one... trying to work on. We have 3 seasons to do it, and we're in our 2nd season right now, so we just sell a bunch of players in next season and maybe get a higher rated player, possibly. And then this one, I'm surprised isn't finished yet. I have one player from the Youth Academy signed in the 1st season, playing 30% of the games in the next season, and we literally have a player from the Youth Academy that plays in every game. Rojas. He's straight out of the Youth Academy. We do have a swap deal for Velasquez. Did I buy him from this team? I don't know, but this still seemed like a good deal when it were just rejected. So, I have got an offer from Brentford to sign Karius, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to sell him yet. I don't think my backup keeper is quite ready to start starting. I don't really have another backup. I have Kemp, but he's like a 63. And I think Karius can still get better. He's still in his 20s. He's a goalkeeper. So he still has potential to get better. And I think that if we were to sell him, we have to have somebody lined up to replace him, and I don't really have that right now, and I don't feel like replacing him. So I'm going to go ahead and reject this offer. So Barini has returned from injury. He did drop 1 overall, and I immediately get a transfer offer from FC Porto for him. And I am tempted to sell him. I could get 23 mil for him, which is definitely more than I paid for him. So let's go and look to see who we could get to replace him. So immediately looking into my short list, I have Zivkovic here. And he is a 26-year-old 79. He plays in Greece, I believe that is. I'm thinking we could sell Barini and get Zivkovic for almost as much as we sold Barini for. And Zivkovic would possibly almost make less also. So I think that might be a good deal. I might be down to do that. I mean, Barini was on fire before he got injured, but he dropped in overall, and he is older than Zivkovic. So I think I might do that. I think I might sell Barini to Porto and then bring in Zivkovic as our 3rd designated player to replace Barini. So I did some more searching on players, and I have 2 or 3 lined up scouting right now. I'm scouting them. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get the most I can in this offer, and then we'll see if he sells. If he sells, then we'll go ahead and purchase another left winger. So we did manage to settle at 22 mil. So we'll be getting 22 mil for a 31-year-old. He was the best player on our team. He may still be. I think he still is. But I'm excited to bring in another player. And I have 2 in mind that I'm scouting right now. So we will see what happens with that. I'm going to advance a little bit. And Barini has been sold. We have 17.5 mil allocated into our transfer budget. And that leaves us with quite a lot to work with. About 50 mil with 60,000 in wage. So I know they're not probably fully scouted, but I think I know the roundabout amount to offer for them. We have Ante Rebic and Munir here. So Rebic is better, and he is probably worth more. And then Munir's the younger option, just by 2 years. But I think we could work with Munir a little bit more, and he's not worth as much. But then again, this is probably going to be my last purchase of the season. So I could go with Rebic. I'm not quite sure how much they make wage-wise, so I can't make my decision based off of that. I think I am going to go with the probably cheaper option in Munir. I mean, they might be around the same value, but I'm going to go into this and just throw a number out there and see what they respond with. So, as you can see here, I did manage to sign Munir. I got him for 33.5 mil, and I believe his wages were around 40,000 a week, so he is a designated player, which was expected. Sold Barini for 22 mil, so that is a 5-year age difference, and Munir is actually a higher overall because Barini dropped off because of his injury. So I think this is a pretty good move. Wasn't in the plans, but it works out. And then as you can see here, we've sent a few players out on loan. I did loan out this 26-year-old CDM. He was my backup, but I did bring a youth player in to replace him. Loaned out a few younger guys. This was the striker that I bought a while back, and I'm pretty sure the team that I bought him from actually loaned him back to them. So that is interesting. And of course, I got Asprilla for free. So here's how the team is looking with Munir in. He is an 80 actually. So he is the first 80 we have in our team. I believe Iniesta was a 79 when we brought him in. So he is the first 80 that we have in our team. And as you can see, Anderson here, he is the CDM that I brought out of the youth academy. He actually was a center back. I think I switched. He was a left back. I switched him to a center back. He got better. And I switched him to a CDM. He stayed the same overall. And now he is our backup, and he is only 17. So a better option than the 26-year-old at 60 one we had there before. So I'm in October, like the second to last month of the season, and we have sold Kempen. His release clause was paid, so that is fine. We'll be bringing in a Youth Academy goalkeeper here soon for our third string anyways. So we have made it into the last month of the season. I'm going to go ahead and sim this LA game and sim to the Toronto game and see if we are 100% going to make it into the playoffs. And it's looking like we are. We are third. We actually could take first in the conference if we win this next game possibly. And we do win that game. So there's a possibility we just took first in the conference. Let's go ahead and look. Nobody knows if we go back and look. And we do take second in the conference. New England Revolutions take first. And that is not bad for not even making the playoffs. Taking 9th in the first season. As you can see, Carlos Gil for the Revolution is the top scorer with 24 goals, so that's pretty crazy. That makes sense why they're in first place. So we can for sure see this team in action. I am going to play the first round of the playoffs, and then I will be simming the rest of the rounds until we get to the final. If we make the final, then I'll be playing the playoffs final. So we got round 1, and then I believe, I think there's 2 rounds, and then the semifinals, and then the final, right? Yeah, because I think somebody gets a bye. So, yeah. So, New England Revolution gets a bye. And then we do 2 and 2 for the conferences. And then it's the conference finals. And then it is the MLS Cup final. So, I'm playing this first round, and I'll sim the rest of them until I get to the final, if I make it to the final. So, in our second season, first round of the MLS playoffs, this is the team we're going into the game with. Let's see how we do. So our first game in our home stadium that we are playing. First time getting to see those red seats we picked out. And by the way, I am playing this game on Ultimate. After being Toronto 8-0 legendary in the first season. Decided that we are going to start playing on Ultimate, see how we do. I'm realizing how small that guy is. Nyman is his name. Our CDM. It was zoomed out there. You can see how small he was, how short he was. There we go, Rafa, Benitez. Here's the squad. Looking slightly different from last season. We got Rojas and Munir. Different formation. We got Sonora now. Smith is starting. And Canus is now at center back. So, kicking off our first round in the MLS Cup. And our first time being in the, the first round of the MLS Cup, technically. First round of the playoffs of the MLS Cup. Our first time being in the playoffs as a coach of DC United. They got a lot of players back. We got to make sure they don't score then, because that means they're going to sit back as soon as they score. What is this defending? What is this defending? What is going on? Oh, what a save off the line. Who was that? Was that Nyman? Oh, I don't know if he's getting to this. He's not. Oh, come on. Holy son of a... What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I knew this was going to happen with Ultimate difficulty. It's like on Legendary, it's fine. The goals kind of make sense, but on Ultimate, it's like you're not even ready for it. They just boom, 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 boom. What are my defenders doing? He's standing on the wrong side. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I'm just going to run by the whole team. One linear. Have a shot, Tosin. Let's go. Get one back. That's the response I like to see. Right off kickoff from them score their first goal. We get one right back on them. And who else could it be? It's going to be Tosin. It's going to be Tosin, of course. Got to keep up the intensity. You cannot afford to slack off on Ultimate difficulty. Oh, Sonara. We get another one. What a move. Maybe I was freaking out a little too early about the Ultimate difficulty. Great little touches from Tosin there. Tosin now has a goal and an assist. Up 2-1 in the 26th minute. Cannot say it's not an exciting game. Oh, bad tackle. At least a yellow. Come on. Is he not going to give him a card? Okay, yeah. Yellow card. Okay. Figure that one out. Okay. Didn't mean to pass it back that far, but it is okay. It's now halftime. Not a bad first half. Could have started out better. So heading to the second half, hopefully we can hold them off. I'd like to score some goals, but hopefully we can at least not concede any goals. Oh, carry us, please. Yes, thank you. Oh, waiting for something to happen. Waiting for something to happen. Nyman gets it back. Nice stuff, Nyman. Ooh. Good footwork. Oh, I have a shot. Oh. Can't get control of it. Nice footwork from Rojas. Oh, I was trying to pass it back. Worked out anyways, though. Nope, Tosin. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted you to just check, too. Nice stuff, Smith. Keep it. Okay. Goes to Manir. That's good. Manir gets out of trouble. Send one in. Too close to Blake. Maybe I should have sent it a little earlier. To Gressel. Gressel Tosin. Ooh. Have one. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Sonora. Beautiful goal. Right over the goalkeeper. It's a little lucky there. Woo, and I thought he was possibly offsides, but he was not. And a great goal from that man, Sonora. And Rafa is loving it. And lead by 2 now. A lot better. We have a few minutes left in the game. When that header pines, yes. Turn it, Munir. Send it in. Sonora gets a head on it. Goes right out of bounds, though. There we go. We're taking Tosin out, taking Rojas out, bringing on, you know, the young guys. Yao and the striker, Roberta. Oh. Have a shot, Yao. Oh, maybe I should have passed that. Still got it, though. Yao? Oh, he's just gotta hit it right in front of him. Just anywhere. Out of, oh, he just like, it hits the top of his head. It's just, he's way too early with it. Make another quick sub, just bringing on Fernando Alvarez for Andy Nahar. And that's pretty much the game. Alvarez is probably not going to get to do anything, but I just subbed him on. Used my third sub, and there we go. That's the game. We have made it to the first round of the MLS playoffs. And Philadelphia is crushed. They almost had us. They had us in the first few minutes. I was determined it was going to be a pretty bad outcome, but turns out to be a win for us. First game I've played on FIFA 22 in Ultimate Difficulty, and it is a win, so that is good. So, that will be the game played for this season. Unless we make it to the finals, then I will play the final game. But the rest of the games in between will be simulated. So I just got a few emails saying that 5 youth players are unsettled. Let's get in and see these players. I need to figure out their names. Vera, Menendez, Smith, Long, Lewis. So Lewis, we're definitely going to bring up. He is a 61. Promote him to senior team. We have Peter Long. Who's the other goalkeeper we have? McDonald. Okay. We could still bring Peter Long up and sell him, but I think that I'm favoring McDonald between these two. He's younger, same potential, but he has a higher overall, and he is also a one-club player, and I love that about him. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know you could get those out of the youth academy, and I think well, we got an injury-prone guy here, but I think he's pretty much the only one with a trait. Yep. Besides the injury-prone guy. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to wait till he says he wants to leave. I'm going to let him build up his overall as much as possible because he's not going to get much playing time when he comes up, and I'll probably try to get him to be loaned out. So I think I am still going to sign this Peter Long guy. Elijah Smith, Benitez, and Vera. I think I'm going to bring them all up. Vera is probably going to be the only one that's like of use at the moment, possibly. Probably going to try to get them all loaned out, but definitely signing Vera. And then Smith and Menendez will come in, but I'm not quite sure if I will have use of them. So I was going through the, I put the youth players we just brought in into different positions, and I decided that they pretty much all could be playing in different positions that make them better or work better for the squad. So Menendez here, I am going to make him a left winger, and he will get like 5 better, I think. And then Vera here, he gets better as a striker, so I'm going to go ahead and make him a striker. And then Smith is also a striker, but we have too many strikers, so I'm going to make him a right midfielder. And then Yao is a right midfielder, but the formation we play requires him to play a little bit more defense, and he gets better at right wing. So I think I'm going to make him a right winger. And I think that is it. I think that is everyone. I am realizing these midfielders, I can actually do the development plan that makes them support midfielders. It takes a little longer for this guy, but I think I am going to do it. I think it will be to the benefit of my team because that is the formation we play. We do need them to be support midfielders. So instead of just changing everyone with bad defense that's an outside midfielder to a winger, I'm just going to do the support midfielder development plan on some of them. Okay, so we're heading into our conference semifinals against FC Cincinnati. We played Roberto last game, so I'm going to put Estrada in for this one on the bench. See if he comes in. Alright, let's go ahead and sim this bad boy. We pick up the 3-1 win. And you know, Harn Knus get goals. 2 of my center backs. And then Tosin gets a goal, of course. Here we go. The conference finals against New England Revolution. Definitely a formidable side. Carlos Gil there. He is the top scorer in the league. So we have him to compete with. Let's see how this goes. Got our usual starting team. We're going to sim the match. And we lose by a goal. Even they get a... So we went to overtime. They get a red card in overtime, and we still can't pick up the win. Josie Altidore plays for New England Revolution now, and he scores the game winner. Sonora and Munir with the goals. Legit Smolov with their goals. And no Carlos Gil with a goal. But they still managed to beat us. Unfortunate result, but hopefully we can make it this far next year and have a different result. So with that loss, that brings us to the end of our season. I'm going to go ahead and sim until the end to see if there's anything else that happens. So it turns out I did complete this youth development objective, which I'm sure Rojas got from playing at least 30% of the games in the next season. He played at least like 90% of them. And I am going to go ahead and check who won. So New England goes on to win after beating us. So they have won the MLS Cup. So not too bad. We lost to the team that went on to win it, but we are looking to win it next season. No question about that. We're going to go ahead and look at our squad stats here. So as you can see, Tosin with the 14 goals, top scorer once again. 14 goals, 5 assists, 19 goal contributions on the season. Rojas with a stellar debut season. 9 goals and 4 assists, and only 19 years old. And he has gone up +4 since we have brought him up. Munir with 8 goals and 2 assists in 13 appearances. So imagine if we would have had him the entire season. That's the amount of goals that Barini had before he was sold. And I'm not quite sure how many appearances he had, but I think he played at least half the season. And then Gressel with 6 goals, 6 assists. Sonora with 6 goals, 5 assists. Roberto with 6 goals, 1 assist come off the bench. And he wasn't always on the bench. We also had our other striker on the bench, our other backup striker. That will probably be selling next January. Nahar with 4 goals from center back, so he always seems to get a few goals, even from center back. We have this guy, Ted Pietro. I don't know if those goals were for us or for Chicago. I don't know how that works, but he has 2 goals. Canus with 2 goals and 1 assist from center back. Dominguez coming off the bench got 2 goals, and he actually was replacing Barini there for whenever, for like 3 months whenever he was out. Brad Smith, the goal and 5 assists, so better from Brad Smith. He gets 5 assists this season. 1 goal, but 5 assists. Yao with a goal coming off the bench. Tanner Wilson with a goal and 7 appearances. And then Estrada with 12 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. And then no goals from these guys down here. Esprella only got 3 appearances after signing with us at the end of the season. A few players didn't really get any playing time. Velasquez only got 4 appearances, but he's only 21. Alvarez, 19 appearances, only 1 clean sheet. I don't know if that's his fault, but it's pretty crazy. Nyman, no goals or assists this year, but definitely still has potential to become one of our best players. He's only 19 and a 70. And then Karius with only 2 clean sheets on the season. That's actually insane. Only 2 clean sheets. We only had 3 clean sheets the entire season. That's crazy. Because he was like top 6 last season, and we had, I guess we went more attacking this season. We'd give up more goals, I guess. I didn't think about that actually affecting anything. So Carey's only, I've never seen that, only 2 clean sheets in an entire season. Okay, and that is the end of the second season. We made it to the conference finals. Did not make it to the MLS Cup final. We lost to the New England Revolution. And, oh, there you go. Player of the year is Mbappe. Wasn't expecting that to be there. But, yep, so that is the end of the second season. And next episode, we'll be getting into the third season. But until then, I'll see you guys later. If you're new to the channel, you can check out my Paris FC career mode. We will have another one of those episodes up. Not sure when, but I'm going to stay consistent with those. I haven't recorded the third season yet as of recording this video. I don't know if I'm going to release the Paris FC first episode of season 3 first, or if I'm planning on releasing this first, but you guys will find that out whenever I release this, obviously. So, yep, until then, I will see you guys later. Have a good one.